probably my last update in this series, Mission to Russia. Well, you didn't think I immigrated back to Russia, did you? No, this is Zurich, Switzerland, and I just finished the 3-hour flight, and now there's a 5-hour layover till I can get aboard my US bound flight. But I wanted to give you guys a couple of more impressions about Moscow, Russia. One thing I learned is that, just as before, as soon as you go a little bit away from the big city, from Moscow, like the standard of living, drops. Like roads are worse, and even like internet, quality is worse. Telephone lines. That's why they all live in such a huge city. That's why in Canada, for example, we have a Toronto with just over 2 million people. Why? Because you can go to a small town outside of Toronto and you have the same amenities, like big stores like Walmart, Best Buy, movie theaters, the same hospitals, but there's much less people, the air is clean, and there's much less traffic, But in Russia, that's just not possible. So I don't know why, but that's why people get crammed into these big cities, because that's where the standard of living is much higher. But I'm telling you, the way they drive, like I didn't see any accidents, as you probably expected me to show, because don't forget that all those crash from Russia YouTube videos, they're like compilations, compilations from a whole year of videos. I only saw a couple of accidents, just regular, stuff where people were following too close and just bumped into each other. But the way they drive is like they keep pushing each other with their cars, and they come like real close. You can touch the other car from the window. Like, I'm not joking. But but they're very careful. They're very aggressive, but very careful, because nobody wants to scratch the paint on their overpriced Audi or BMW. And as I mentioned before, like pretty much everybody drives imported vehicle, like in Moscow, right? And then I mentioned coffee, right? Did I mention that I was the only guy with a paper cup on the subway car? Like nobody else carries cups to go, like. And yeah, there's no garbage containers inside the subway station, so the only way for you to dispose of a empty cup is either at the entrance or when you're leaving. So that's why once I got a coffee, and I still had some coffee left in there, so I entered the subway and I had to hold it for like 40 minutes, till I reached my destination on the other end of town. So basically, if you go to Russia, just finish your coffee before you. If you go to Russia and you want to use the subway, just finish the coffee before you enter the subway. Otherwise, you'll be stuck there holding this thing, and you cannot get rid of it. And people will look at you as an idiot, because nobody else. You'll feel like very strange, because nobody else is holding cups, So, and what else? I wanted to say something. The standard of living, driving, coffee, and and so in other news, I finally decided to jump on the wagon of Instagram, because I wasn't sure how it worked, and I have YouTube, I have Twitter. But now it seems that you can make money with Instagram, and so if some of you are interested more in my photography than trucking, I invite you to check out my my page on Instagram. My username is Sergei DRATCHEV, just one word, and it's spelled the same way as on my YouTube page. I just started uploading some photos in there. Got some likes, it's pretty exciting. Oh, actually, one cool thing happened as I was flying with this Swiss Airlines, and we were approaching the airport in Zurich. The sky was pretty clear, so I took a shot through, through the window with my LG G4 smartphone, just showing the wing, the sky, and you could see the land down below. And I just said, aboard Swiss Airlines from Moscow, Russia to Zurich, Switzerland. And it was copied to my Twitter account, because I have those accounts linked. And we landed, and I'm walking down the hallway in the airport, and my phone buzzed because I switched it on. Like here, I can use my Canadian service, just $10 a day. And I'm reading the message, and it's from Swiss Airlines, where they thank me for using their airline. Like, the response is amazing. Well, I did put the hashtag in there, Swiss Airlines, but it's like amazing how quick the interaction can be. And actually, one thing I liked about Swiss Airlines is that just before we landed, and we had some quick meal and coffee and water, and it's just 3-hour flight. But just before we landed, I saw a lady. She was pushing down the cart again with something, and she started giving out like small things, pieces which looked like a piece of soap at a hotel, like a smaller. And there's no marks on it. And I said, what is it? And she says, chocolate. And I open it, and it says Swiss Air. And so when this guy from Swiss Airlines, he thanked me for using this, the accompanying flights, I wrote a response saying that, giving out chocolate right before the landing was a sweet gesture. So I really like this, Instagram thing, and how quickly you can interact with someone, when people find your post useful. And back to my trucking. I will be in New Jersey tomorrow, and then it's in basically one day drive back to Canada. So today's already Wednesday? Or Tuesday. Yeah, today's December 8th. So I don't think I will get any work before the end of the week, so I'll probably start Monday. Okay, so this is the last video, film 8 in this series, Mission to Russia, and then we're gonna switch back to heavy haul TV, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys some big excavator or ugly wheel loader or dozer. So stay tuned. And check out my Instagram, and check out my online gallery at sergei-dratchev.artistwebsites.com. Take care.